Hi folks, I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
And together we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course, Bob.
The one simple thing that can make you look 10 years younger. We just demonstrated what makes you looks 10 years older, right?
Say no more, Bob.
Yeah, it's posture. Let's show them the right way, Brad.
All right.
Good posture. You know, don't tell me that I don't look 10 years younger when I'm walking around like this.
Well, you're about 6 inches taller.
Yeah, I'm 6 inches taller. You know, when I'm watching, it's funny. You know, as a therapist, I study human nature, and I study people when they're walking.
Right, looking at their physical presentation.
Yeah. And I watch a lot of, like, especially when I go to the gas station, I watch people walk into the.
Oh, you do?
Oh yeah, I do. And I can often tell if they're having a certain problem.
Sure.
But the other thing is, you know, you can look at somebody and you see them from behind. You don't really see their age because of their face and stuff like that. But you can tell their age a lot of times just by how bent over they are.
Yep.
So, I mean, if you want to look younger, I mean, that's definitely one of the areas you want to look at.
Right.
Before I go any further,
yes.
if you are new to our channel, please take a second to subscribe to us. We provide videos how to stay healthy, fit, and pain-free and look younger. We also upload every day. Please also find us on Facebook, Bob and Brad. We're up to our 50,000. You like us, and we'll send some positive vibes your way, and you can become one of our good vibers.
There you go. With good posture.
With good posture. I have a friend, Brad, that he was only in his early 40s at the time, and he works at a janitor at a high-level, large firm.
Yep.
And he saw himself on the security film. You know, he was watching some security footage, and he was outside walking with some other people, and he didn't know it was him. And he goes, "Oh my God, who's that old guy walking?" My friend has terrible posture, and so I mean, it's just
it was him.
Yeah, it was him. And I think Brad and I can even attest to this. When we first started doing videos, I mean, that's the one thing I noticed on myself right away was my posture.
Yeah.
You know,
So yeah, when you see yourself, you're much more attentive to what's going on. I know one thing with my daughter is, you know, I've always worked with her since she was little, and you probably worked with your kids, especially at the supper table. Her posture, is pretty good without her thinking about it. As a matter of fact, some kids at school would say, "Why do you sit that way?" You know. Or when she had job interviews, I would remind her again, make sure you have good posture and a good handshake. Those are two big things that are going to come right out at you.
You look so much more confident, and you look so much more attractive too, I would say, with good posture. So we're going to just show you a real quick 6-step process. Sorry, it's not your number 7. I didn't want to throw in an extra one.
We could get a bonus in there. I'll think of one before.
All right, you think of one. All right, so very simple. This is what you're going to do. You're going to get a towel, and you're going to roll it up like that.
We just got red tape on there to keep it rolled.
I don't need it for the first one, but I'll need it for the second one.
Oh, okay. We'll take that away.
We're going to go ahead and start off. Now, a lot of times the tightness could be in your back.
Sure.
Show that, Brad. If your back is tight, what's going to be doing? Yep, it's going to roll you over.
We need that.
So you're going to start just by putting your hands underneath your shoulders here, and you start doing press-ups. And you keep your bottom down. You don't lift it up like this. You want to stretch the low back. So this, by the way, happens to be one of those stretches that is good for most people with back pain.
See, the belt line is down to the floor or the bed, whatever you're doing this on.
So I'm just going to show this. I'm not showing these in real time because you could do these pretty quick. I mean, you could rip off 10.
Right.
Then you're going to go to the next one. Now you're going to do some strengthening for the back. And what I'm doing is I'm strengthening the upper back because that's the one that tends to get hunched over.
Right, those shoulders start to come forward.
So I'm going to do Y's. You just want to show the Y, Brad, how I'm doing the Y?
There you go. Yeah, he's saying Y's because if you look at it this way, it's like the YMCA thing.
And then the T's.
This way.
Cross, or cross. And then reverse Y.
You can do these standing up like I am too, and they're going to help when you lay down like that. Obviously, get much more resistance from gravity, so you get a better strengthening benefit.
Yep, and you can just go all the way through those pretty quickly.
Right.
All right, then the roll towel is going to work on your mid-back because a lot of people have that hunch in their mid-back. Yep. Roll up a good solid towel like this or a couple towels. And I just did this earlier, and my back cracked. You can just roll right over the top of it here.
Sure.
And you can even just lay here and stretch a little bit like
You don't want
this.
to mention having a roller?
Oh, you can use a foam roller too.
Yeah, you can use a towel if you want to, or maybe already have a foam roller. They work even a little bit better, especially the softer density ones are more comfortable. But yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to save people money, Brad.
I know it. I just want to get number 7 in there.
Oh, that's number 7 now? All right, then you're going to go ahead and do a hip flexor stretch. If your hip flexors are tight, they're going to pull you over.
Sure.
If they're not tight, you don't need to do this stretch. We've already talked about that on another video, didn't we, Brad?
Right.
So a lot of times you want to put a pillow down. Maybe you can put your rolled towel down
There you
even
go.
here. And
It's
you
just
can
more
do,
comfortable on the knee.
Yep, you can do a stretch like this. I like to turn the knee out a little bit like this.
So he's bringing this foot
Out that way.
That
It just gives a little more stretch.
Try the other leg, Bob, so that people can see a little bit more
Sure.
clear. Oh, there you go. If you're on carpet or if you just got tough knees, you may not need anything. But see how the foot is coming towards the camera, and that puts a little extra stretch on that hip flexor. When those hip flexors are tight, it's like my hand, they pull you forward. If you have a job where you sit a lot, that is oftentimes a tight muscle. We need to stretch them out.
All right, next one is a chest stretch. There's a lot of different ways you can do this.
Sure.
You can go in the doorway. Did you make that doorway yet?
We're going to have a portable door
He says
here.
this every time, but he never comes through.
Give me time, Bob. Give me time.
So I'm going to put my hands on both sides of the doorway. I'm going to lean in like this or like this. You can move it up,
Right.
different spots. You can also just simply take your hands and pull back like this. Or, Brad, you want to take your towel?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because I have tight
shoulders, yeah.
If you cannot get your hands to grab like this very well, just take a towel or you can use a strap, a belt, and go like this, and it's more comfortable.
What I do actually, and I did this every morning on the way, I usually walk a little bit before I run.
Yeah.
I grab one arm like this and I pull back.
You run like that?
No, I just when I'm walking.
Oh, good.
People, I bet you they've seen me go on my street for years, see me do this. Or I'll grab the other arm and stretch. And then I even do this, Brad, a little bit. I'll do a little massage and rotate back like this because it helps loosen up that pectoralis major.
While you're walking?
While I'm
in front of
walking, yeah.
everyone?
Yes.
People talk, Bob.
They already know I'm a little weird. You see the clothes I wear, so. All right, and the last one you're going to want to do is, because a lot of you got that head forward like this.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to want to finish off doing the chin tucks. And this is one you can do throughout the day. You don't have to do it,
Actually,
just.
this one works a little better in a chair.
I would say yes.
With the
Brad's
back
going to
rest.
demonstrate.
Do this chin tuck.
Now you're not going up
Yeah, not this.
and you're not going down. You're just going straight back. Like I'm going to take the pie and throw it in Brad's
there
face.
you go. Oh,
Or
wow.
if Brad was going to get kissed by a dog,
Yeah.
he probably would.
Ooh.
Yeah.
With that big tongue, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
You're not a dog kisser, are you, Brad?
no, I don't like the tongue thing with the dog.
All right, now that we've solved that problem. All right, so give us your comments below, and if you haven't already, make sure you do hit that subscribe button and maybe even the little bell.
Yeah,
The bell
that's
will
a nice
notify you.
option there. So, very good.
Thanks for watching.